Well, you say it's not as bad as 1924. I think it's actually, I can make the argument that it's actually worse than 1924. In Los Angeles, Black Americans are 40% of the homeless. This is absurd when you have tens of, and it's been going, this mass immigration slash illegal aliens have been going on since the 1965 Immigration Act, but it got really heavy in the 1980s and 1990s. But the history, I want to go back to the history because this history is so important. And this is why I make the position, this is why I've devoted myself to Black America for immigration reform, because I believe this history, many Black Americans need to know this history. What was going on in the 1800s with Frederick Douglass, with Booker T. Washington, with W.E.B. Du Bois, with Marcus Garvey. All four of them, they were dissimilar. They didn't have the same positions politically or ideologies, but they all four agreed on mass immigration. They said it was absolutely unacceptable. And so we fast forward to today, we don't only have mass immigration because America accepts more legal immigrants per year, at least 1 million, than any other country. So that's mass immigration. But now we have illegal aliens, okay? So and this is completely unacceptable. And if you are for illegal aliens, which we can't even use that term, says the political left, because it's not politically correct. And I want to say political correctness has destroyed Black America and has destroyed America. We must speak the truth. And if illegal aliens is a term used in our United States Code, you are anti-American if you don't use the terms used by our founding documents. That's what I take. That's the position I take. So I want to go right back to the 1800s again. I'm sorry. The article is Cast Down Your Bucket Where You Are by Robert Malloy, and the Center for Immigration Studies published that article. They need to republish it again. So Black America, I want to, all the listeners out there, I want to encourage you to read that article. You can read the actual words by Frederick Douglass, by Booker T. Washington, by Marcus Garvey. You can read their actual words. Also, Black publications, Black articles, newspaper articles, Black intellectuals said mass immigration is unacceptable. This was in the 1800s. I don't know why the political left, the Democratic Party, denies this history. I don't know why they deny it. Why are they harming Black Americans? If you're pro-illegal aliens, you're anti-Black American. That's the position I take. That's the position that we take at BAIR. If you're pro-illegal aliens, you're anti-Black American. We are Black Americans. We have been in this country. Our ancestors have been in this country since its founding. When identity politics has failed, however, Black Americans and white Americans matter. Why? Because we've both been in this country since its founding. So what happens to each group matters. Every other group has come relatively recently since the 1965 Immigration Act. They're relatively new to America. But there's no way that Black Americans and white Americans should be decimated or dissolved or in any way, lessened by immigration, because they've been here. They're the descendants of the ancestors who've been here since the founding of the country. They matter. The truth matters. Why isn't the truth getting out? I don't know. Why has the Democratic Party betrayed Black America when we have been their most loyal constituents? Why have Black politicians betrayed Black Americans? In fact, I know that, what's the guy out of Texas? He was just a guest. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He was just a guest on Washington Journal this morning. He is pro-illegal aliens. All Black politicians are pro-illegal aliens. They call them, it's a good thing they say it's a good thing for the economy. It's just a narrative. It's propaganda. It's not true because the data is clear. So for every 10% increase in mass immigration, Black Americans lose a certain percentage of their wealth. I don't know if I can't remember, it's 1.1% or 2.5%. It suppresses their wages. The incarceration rates increase. Why? Because when Black men are not employed, they resort to violence. It deteriorates the family. It's just a lose-lose situation. We should not continue mass immigration. Illegal aliens should not be in the country at all. If you're pro-illegal, I'll repeat this, if you're pro-illegal aliens, you're anti-Black American. That's the position I take, and I'm sticking with it.